I bet so. I bet so.
Welcome to Happy Hour.
Hey,
Hi.
welcome.
Cheers, everybody. How you all doing?
Welcome. Cheers.
I was just showing right before we bounced in. I was just showing Lamar and Heather. Tony's going to join us in a bit, but I was just showing Lamar and Heather when I went to visit my mom. I wanted to bring something to work on the plane, and I couldn't bring my big project because it's a surprise for her, and I didn't want her to see it. So I had this little tiny goofy thing that could fit in my pocket. I'm going to show it to y'all.
I love it.
You whip this out of your bag and start needle pointing this in row 33. No one will speak to you, look at you, or bother you. They're all like, look at that crazy cat lady.
I love it.
But Heather, look, it has little fangs.
And I love that too.
Hey, Tony.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm good, Lamar. How you doing, buddy?
I don't have a complaint in the world.
Attaboy.
Oh, hey, it's Trisha McLaurin's first time watching Happy Hour. Welcome. So, Trisha, we do a thing now where like everybody kind of takes turns and rotates through so that Bob can have Thursday nights with his wife sometimes. And like last week, I was hosting a fundraiser for the library, and sometimes Lamar and Carla, like they recently had a wedding. So don't come back next time because we'll have Bob here and Max and Doc and whoever.
Yeah.
I want to say hey to Lisa Irish watching from Columbus, Ohio. Girl, you could have knocked me over with a feather when Ohio voted to legalize cannabis. I was shocked.
Hey, Lisa.
And not critical, just surprised. Another one in Ohio, Leslie Hullinger in St. Mary's,
Yep.
Trisha Peterson in Bangor, Maine. Hi, Amy Scoggins. Oh, you're just going by so fast. Hi, Sue Waymiller in Holman.
Hello,
Wisconsin.
Joanne.
Yeah. And we've got Karen Drum, everybody, spending her birthday with us. Happy
birthday.
Yay.
Good deal.
Yay. So, Tony, you're still at the office.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's a different.
It's
You're in a
5:02 here. I'm still
you're in a different time
still in the
zone.
office.
Let's talk about since you're in the office where the Bob and Sheri store is. What do you got to tell us?
See all that stuff behind us? It's all our merchandise. We got some cool stuff last week on the happy hour. We gave away some of our new Christmas ornaments. And they have caricatures of the whole team.
They're beautiful.
And then they've got the Bob and Sheri logo on the other side.
Nothing says the Yuletide.
Nothing says Happy Holidays than all these faces.
Hey, did Bob call you? He wants to know why he's the only person that doesn't have a Bob Lacey mug.
The mug that says, hold on while I overthink this.
Yeah, he's like, why don't I have one of those?
Yeah.
He actually did. He's like, Tony, let me ask you about these mugs. So we're going to take care of that.
Hi, Teresa Broom. Hey, Regina. Hey, in Florida. Shamani. Am I saying your name? That is so pretty.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
Shamani
name.
Willis. Oh my God, that's so pretty. Amy won one of those ornaments. She can't wait to get it, Tony.
She did.
Tony shipped it out with his own hot little hand.
I just saw the
Let me
tracking
go ahead and say
information.
that is not just an ornament. That's an investment. It's better than those plates and stuff. I'm here to tell you, it's an investment. There's no telling what that will go to. No
The
telling.
Franklin Mint's got nothing on the Bob and Sheri.
Listen, Franklin Mint,
tell you.
wish they could get in on the Bob and Sheri.
That's right.
Christmas tree ornament.
You know,
They really
Lamar, you make such a good point. And as parents, what do we want but to leave a handful of objects that our children fight over when we're dead?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that the mystery of parenthood just
Yeah.
summed up? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Ashley Palmer won one too.
She did.
hey, Talia. Hey, Julie Baker. Hey, Terry Joe. I always thought Terry Joe Lavelle. Terry Joe joins us for a lot of happy hours, and I just feel like Terry Joe Lavelle should have like a heartbreak country music song. written about her.
Absolutely. That is a country music name.
That
Absolutely.
is a heartbroken country music name. Mary Schaefer, are you still? Wait. Let me ask their question. Are you still loving going gray, Sheri? I'm so tempted to do that too. You know what? The amount of time and money that I have saved by just leaving my hair the hell alone. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And except for some real bitches on Facebook, random strangers walk up to me in grocery stores and airports and ask me about it and compliment it. So it's really only nasty Facebook trolls that hate it, which I'm like, girl, you should hate your own hair. I mean, mine's not doing anything to you. But I will say, if you're thinking about doing it, Heather told me this, and she was preaching the gospel. Purple shampoo. Purple shampoo. It makes your hair that icy silvery white instead of that faded kind of yellow. People's Movie Critic, you might consider getting some, not that you have, I'm not implying that your hair is yellow, but you might want to consider some purple shampoo on that silver
Purple
fox
shampoo.
head.
Is it called purple shampoo? Is that the brand
Tell them
name?
about it, Heather.
Well, so it's actually just the type of shampoo it is. So there are different brands of it. But it basically is purple to balance out yellow, because purple is opposite yellow on the color wheel.
Okay.
It works. Like I've had people, I actually had a man at the Las Vegas airport on Sunday afternoon stop me and ask me what I used on my hair, because he has white hair, but it's yellowish. And I was so delighted that this grown ass man wanted to talk to me about beauty products. I couldn't even. Lisa Irish asked if I think my hair's healthier. Yes, but it's weird because it's not as curly as it was. And the guy that cuts my hair, Jason, told me the reason for that. And that's because when the pigment leaves your hair shaft, it changes the texture of your hair. And so my hair that had been I had to put a ton of product on it because it was curly and coarse. Now it's just sort of wavy and soft. Now I can make it curlier if I product the bejeebers out of it, right, Heather? I mean, if I want it to be curlier, but if I just want to live my life and not be hassled, yeah, whatever. Life's too short. Let your hair do it. You can't train your hair. You've never been able to train your boobs. I can't even train a dog.
I got nothing, guys. I got nothing.
Hey, Neil LaCroix, I want to mention to you, 40 Creek, Neil LaCroix from Canada. 40 Creek.
Is that what you're drinking tonight?
Yeah, 40 Creek.
I'm drinking a glass of Josh Cabernet, which always gives me the giggles that it's a wine named Josh, which is such a bro name.
We had that this week. We had some people over Tuesday night to eat, and Carla had a bottle of it that somebody had given us, and we broke it out, and it was excellent.
It's some
good.
I can't have alcohol in my office because I'll be hammered all day. I'm too tempted to drink it, so I get this stuff. Which
I can't see it. Is that some sort of rando Gatorade?
It's the ice, zero ice. Isn't that the ice flavor?
Which is not. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's
the first time I saw
whiskey, but
the first time I saw Josh at the store, I was like, oh my God, who names a wine Josh? But it turns out there's a really cool story behind the name of the wine. Like, I think it's named after
his dad.
His dad. Yeah. I should have made a wine named after my dad, called it Psycho Dog. I'd be a billionaire. Tony, make a note. The future, we always need to have a plan B or C in the future.
Right down here.
Thank you, Mary Hayes. Bud Light needs all the help it can get. Thank you. Appreciate
that. Wendy says, my husband's name is Josh, Wendy Duggar. I love to buy a bottle of Josh wine. Oh my God, if my name was Josh, this is all I would drink. And wait, Julie Brown is saying hello from a very snowy Willow, Alaska, 8 inches.
Crystal Bianco asked how my panel went the other week. It went really, really well. I had a lot of fun with the kid. I shouldn't call them kids because they're college age, but they're kids to me. So I had a lot of fun with the students, and there may be a couple watching tonight. So hello.
Well, can you tell? Are you cool telling my favorite part of your panel?
I don't.
Please, Heather. It's my favorite part of your panel.
Don't want to. Oh my gosh. I don't want to.
Tony, you're gonna die.
Maybe I'll wait till we're a little bit farther away from it, so that nobody gets in trouble. So maybe I'll tell it sometime soon.
Freak Show is very good. They sell it at Costco.
I love
Freak Show.
Freak Show's very good.
Love Freak Show.
Yeah, that is good.
Hi from Flintstone, Maryland, Robin Mason.
Hey, Robin.
Robin Mason. And let me say hey to Melissa Flynn. They're celebrating Big Red, also known as Secretariat, at the Secretariat Festival this weekend in Paris, Kentucky.
Oh, wow. My
new
mother-in-law.
statue gonna be
My
unveiled.
mother-in-law that passed away. Secretariat, everything in her house. She has secretariat. She
Really?
yeah, she watched that movie probably at least twice a month. And I mean, we Carla and I took her to Kentucky so she could see where Secretariat was buried. I mean, and it's a tremendous story. But I mean, she loved it, loved it,
That's
loved it,
cool.
loved it. Yeah, it was awesome.
That is cool.
I don't I've been to I love Kentucky, right? I mean, I've been I go to Kentucky for funsies. I've been to Mammoth Cave 3 times. I love it's so beautiful from east to west and up and down and sideways. And I have been to a number of places in Kentucky for horse racing, and I'm fascinated by it. Those animals are like otherworldly. Racehorses,
Yeah,
otherworldly. And Kev likes to watch the Kentucky Derby. Well, let's face it. I mean, he'll watch pro bowling if there's nothing else on.
yeah.
But we watch the Kentucky Derby every year, and then the next one, the Belmont, like the Triple Crown,
Triple
whatever.
Crown, yeah.
Yeah. And when you watch those horses thundering past the camera, like what?
Yeah.
Unbelievable strength and grace and power.
Beautiful animals. Yeah, really beautiful.
Hey, Dennis Karen's hometown boys and girls soccer teams are going to finals this weekend.
That's cool.
Yay. Erica Wolf wants you to slide into her DMs with that story, Heather.
Maybe I will. It's juicy. I will say that I ran into our former intern Garrett while I was up there because he also went to Western, and he has he got married, and the wife effect has fully he dresses better now. You know, we were used to the hoodie and the greasy hair. No, she's cleaned him right on up.
We had a handful of interns over the years, all different kinds. And a couple of them were these really shy, scroungy, scruffy boys. And watching those boys be transformed into hot men was wild.
Oh my God.
They'd roll into the studio at 22 years old, unable to make eye contact, just looking like they needed a bowl of stew and a warm shower and a safe place to sleep. And then you'd see them a couple years later and you were like, damn, son. Oh, you've got a girlfriend. Got it.
Yep. Or you got married. Yep.
That's funny.
The girlfriend effect or the wife effect is a real thing. I've seen pictures of especially my younger brother, the way he used to be, and then he got married to his wife. They dress better after they get married. I don't know what it's because they're picking out their clothes.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what it comes down to. We pick out their clothes. They eat better food. Here's the thing. You can survive on malt liquor and pizza rolls. You can. But you don't thrive on malt liquor and pizza rolls. Can we at least all agree on that? Thank you, Joe.
I do agree.
Can I tell you something that goes along with this? On our honeymoon, my wife, and you guys have all met her, so you know. She actually packed my suitcase in the order of the outfits I was to wear. And so I opened up. No, this is not a joke. So I opened up the thing, and weeks before, she's making her lists and whatnot. And so, she loves lists. She's like that go-go song, "Girl of 1,000 Lists." So anyway, I open up the bag. She's like, "Mike, so what?" She's like, "Just start at the top and work your way down." Okay, yeah. Okay, what's the next one? That's for dinner tonight. Okay. And I just kept working my way through the suitcase all the way down to the bottom.
That's pretty cool. Cool.
This is why my husband calls me his permanent life assistant. And his portable hard drive. Yeah, I mean, we do. I kept vowing that I was never going to do that again, never going to do that again, never going to do that again. And then I had to do it again.
Never say never.
Yeah. Oh, have to do this again. Yeah. So Lamar, how was your weekend wedding last weekend?
It was absolutely gorgeous. It was at a venue that's up in Swannanoa, North Carolina, which is sort of on the east side of Asheville. And you turn off of this road into a dirt road, and you're thinking GPS is wrong, GPS is wrong, and you take another right on another dirt road, and then you open up, and it's this beautiful farm. They've got horses out there. They've got a tent that is probably, I don't know, 45 yards by 45 yards tent, a permanent tent. And it was fantastic. It was great. It was great. They had a DJ. They also had a live band. The bride came in on a beautiful white carriage with this white horse. I mean, everything. Food was great. It was really a good time.
I love weddings like that
Yeah.
because it's not just like the wedding and the reception. It's an experience as a guest too, don't you think?
Yes, yes.
Like the weddings I've been to like that, I have enjoyed so much.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was, and we went up early and got situated in the camper. So we're up there for a few days, and beautiful day in the afternoon, cold at night, but it was very nice. And the day of the wedding, it was like 70 degrees, sunshine. I mean,
Perfect.
it was great. It really was great.
Hey, Lisa Mayhew says, we haven't seen Kevin in forever. Can the sheriff make an appearance? I told him before I headed down to jump on. I was like, it's just me and Heather and Lamar and Tony tonight. If you want to stick your head in. So Kevin has his youngest children are twins, Russell and Zane. And Russell has his own business. So his life goes like this. We don't see him because he's working around the clock. And then he might have a random day off where he doesn't have any jobs lined up. Today was that day. So yesterday afternoon, he and his dad drove up to the mountains and camped overnight together. Just kind of sat by the fire and
that's cool.
Hung out. I really encourage that because like you any opportunity you have to hang out with one of your kids, however old they are, you got to take it.
Oh yeah.
So the answer to your question, Lisa, is him's a little tired, but he may come down. He may come stick his head in.
Heather, did you see the wedding photographer that just got through shooting a Lord of the Rings themed wedding?
I know, and it almost makes me want to get married again at some point because wow, it was beautiful.
God, the Lord of the Rings. Oh my God.
Wow.
That's cool.
I'm never getting married again. I told Kev, I got home really late Sunday night from being with my mom and brother, and we got to chatting, and I said, hey, just so you know, before I met you, I was never going to get married again. And you are the last man that will ever touch me. I am never getting married again. And he takes that as because he's done such a good job.
And you need to let it stay that way.
Exactly. He's just ruined me. He's ruined me for anything.
Yeah.
But a Lord of the Rings themed wedding, I would be so down with that.
Oh,
So down with that.
Back when I was videoing weddings, I shot one where they came down to Star Wars theme, and they had lightsabers and all of that. That was pretty cool.
That's so cool. This is what I love about people that do kind of wild theme weddings. In theory, it's something you're only going to do once or, maybe 3 times. Who's here to judge, right? But potentially you're only going to do it once. Shouldn't it be just exactly what you and your
whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to see. Hey, Kristen Miller, hello from Japan.
I was just going to mention that. Yeah.
Japan. What part of Japan? Yeah, we're in Japan. That's awesome.
Oh, Heather, by the way, the reaction to your casually mentioning that you're never getting married again. Many people think that we pick you up every day from 8th grade and tie you to your dad.
You're really young and fresh. I am in fact 31, you guys. Most people in radio are on their 3rd or 4th marriage by now.
But that's only because one hates to be selfish with one's gifts,
Right.
Practice makes perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, like why not? I mean, so many men to make miserable so little time. You know?
What time is it in Japan? It would be 8:30 in the morning.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, 8:30 in the morning.
Laura
That's kinda
Weinzimmer
cool.
says, "Hi from Guernsey, Ohio. I cannot get enough of y'all talking about your relationships." Well, girl, there's plenty of it. No
There
shortage
are
of
many of them.
material there. Tony has been married once and one time only to his forever Miss Donna Marie. Heather was married once, very young, and she did it out of pure altruism.
There's
Lamar
always
was
an outlier in every group. There's always an outlier.
Heather. Thank you for your service, Heather. Like that was what that marriage was about. Lamar's been married once before to a woman who is the most lovely and phenomenal person and a dear friend, right?
Yeah.
And I've been married, a couple of times.
Wow.
I don't want to brag.
Overachiever.
Yeah. I mean,
Some
do
of
you
y'all
really
are
have
only
to
on-
count them all? All of
Yeah.
them don't actually count, I wouldn't think.
I didn't. Well, I had the first one annulled, so technically he doesn't count. And boy, was he salty about that. I was like, "Excuse you, I had you erased in the eyes of the Lord." But yeah,
Wow.
Tony's only been married the one time, and I don't like to rub in that I've been married more than once because then he feels like, oh, yeah, I'm
know.
never going to catch up.
I know. What are you gonna do?
Miss
Um,
Sarah is in the house. She says no marriages for me. She made it past the radio curse, I think.
Yeah.
Could be.
I got to chat with one of my mom's friends last week. Now, my mom called this woman because this woman is like, I am dying to meet your son and daughter because my brother and I were there together. And my mom said, well, you can come over, but I need to warn you ahead of time. They drink alcohol and they curse like pirates. Mom, but because my mom is very, very involved in her ward. She's LDS and she's very involved in her ward, and these are very, very nice church ladies. So imagine my surprise when this woman was not at all the stereotype that I was expecting. And my brother and I were very well behaved. It wasn't like we were chugging Ripple, yelling at babies. Yeah, she was fascinated by the fact that I'd been married more than one time. Fascinated by it. And I was fascinated by the fact that she'd only been married once since she was a
that's
teenager.
what I was going to say.
Yeah, we had lots to talk about. Carrie Bradley said, I was married at 21. We're still married 35 years later. We love each other to death. Literally. See, I love that.
I'm right with Sue. It's 36 years for us, and it will be death if I have to do anything else.
Max's mom and dad clocked 75 years of marriage.
Oh, yeah.
Bless them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Tony. It's till death do you part.
It's not us. It's me.
It's till death till Donnie parts.
Yeah.
Lisa Coppola says, my sister was married 6 times and she's LDS. Well, salute to your sister's willing to be super duper generous with her love and kindness. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's a stereotype that isn't really true. But my whole family out west is LDS, and plenty of them are divorced and remarried. It's not a big deal. Let's see. Elizabeth Owens said, I had a Bob moment just now. I locked myself in the bathroom.
I read the funniest live tweet thread today of a woman who was locked in a coffee shop bathroom. And I guess the door handle on the other side had fallen off. She's like live tweeting out there.
Something happened to her microphone.
Heather, your audio's picking
How's
up
it now?
There you go.
Okay, so he left to go get the other tool he needed, came back. All in all, she was locked in that bathroom for 4 hours in a coffee shop bathroom.
I've been getting a gift certificate from that coffee shop that maybe the next coffee's on them.
Well, the baristas were handing coffee through the window. Like, it was like a tiny basement window thing. So they were handing her coffee down through the window because they felt so bad for her.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, with all that coffee, at least she's in the right place.
Yeah. Better that than being locked out of the bathroom.
Absolutely.
With all that coffee.
Absolutely.
That would be a problem.
Nancy Honeycutt says, I got locked in a liquor store bathroom at the beach. It was scary. The struggle was real.
Were they passing you shots through the window there? I mean,
Yeah, because that wouldn't have been so hard to take.
yeah. I'd have come out a lot happier than I went in.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Oh, hang on, y'all. One of my kids is texting. Let me just check real quick to make sure it's not. Okay.
Hope Rowan says, friend of mine once got locked in an outhouse in the woods in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night. It was about 20 minutes before I woke up to her screaming for help. And
well, let me go ahead and say that must have been a pretty powerful lock, because if I'm in the outhouse, that's better be a really big lock to keep me in there.
Yeah. I'm looking at Kim English, and my dad was a chef, and I actually got locked in the walk-in freezer when I was about 7. It was scary.
That's super scary.
That was
You're supposed to have the
really
person
scary
thing in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, the old ones didn't.
The old ones didn't. No.
Yeah.
Along with scorpions and quicksand, being trapped in an elevator was something I thought I needed to prepare for as an adult. Now, knock wood, it hasn't. I know it does happen to people. Have you not grown up and lived your whole life fully expecting to get trapped in an elevator at some point?
No, I say I'm a little older. I felt like quicksand was going to be a very big problem as an adult. I really
and have you seen any quicksand?
Every cowboy movie, every jungle movie,
Absolutely.
Quicksand, every path that they ran down led to a pool of quicksand.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you know what's funny? And I only just had this epiphany. So I'm worried about quicksand. I'm worried about being trapped in elevators. I'm worried about perverts. I'm worried about clowns. I'm worried about meteorites. I'm worried about poison contaminated food.
I'm worried about you.
Right? All of these things, okay? All of these things. So this past August, Kev and I are camping and hiking in the desert. And after a couple of days, he says to me, I've been watching you, woman, and it's a good thing you know how to walk on the rocks because of all the scorpions and rattlesnakes. It had not occurred to me to be worried about rattlesnakes in the desert because I was too busy like, all right, we've set up camp. Are there any clowns nearby?
Oh, yeah.
What are you going to do? Too many cartoons. Sue Carey Bradley got locked in a porta potty once, and her friends thought it would be funny to rock it from side to side. I would die. Oh my God.
Well, I don't know if those are friends, if they're rocking the porta potty from side to side. That's
outhouses and porta potties are like my personal hell. I'm terrified of them.
We had a story in Morons in the News. I want to say maybe July, August, September. It was, who can tell, Lamar, the days blur. But it was a woman whose phone dropped into the hole in the porta-john. She went in after it, and she got trapped down there. And they had to bring in firefighters to rescue her from the pit of human waste.
Just let it go. Just
let it
get
go.
a new phone.
No phone is worth that.
No.
They haven't made a phone that is worth that.
Nothing that is worth that to me. I wouldn't even stick my hand. No, I won't even go in one. I do not want to go in one.
No, not happening. Not happening. Yeah, not happening.
Wow. Especially now that we have the cloud, you're going to have to walk me through. These are expensive. Like, these mobile phones are ridiculous, right? Mm-hmm. But let's say your phone falls into the porta-john at the state park. That's not even a porta-john. That's a hole in the ground, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
So your phone's down there, and maybe it's a brand new iPhone. What's the newest iPhone,
15.
Heather?
15.
15.
And it was probably, I don't know, $1,000, $1,100, something like that. And it's at the bottom of a festering tunnel of the most grotesque human waste. I want you to picture your fellow humans and what they stuff into their pie holes on the regular, okay? And then I want you to ask yourself, first of all, if you can retrieve your phone, will your phone ever work again? So there's that.
And are you wanting to hold it up to your face?
Right. There's that. There's
Most of what's on your phone, not everything, but the really precious things like photos, aren't those in the cloud?
Here's my question: if somebody walked up
maybe
to
not.
you, if somebody walked up to you and said, "I will give you $1,000 to jump down in that hole,"
No.
would you do it?
No.
Not to be
Then
bougie,
why
but
in
no.
the hell would you do it to get a damn phone? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's find the number that all of us here tonight would dive into a porta-john for. What is that number? Because I don't think anybody would do it. Not really. You really wouldn't go into a festering, fetid, rank, decomposing pit of human waste for $1,000. Don't say you would.
No.
Roxanne's like, not for $1 million. Roxanne's out, right?
I should say, for those of you
you wouldn't do it for $1 million, Roxanne. You
No.
must have money.
No, I don't think so.
$1 million?
Yeah, and for those of us who live west, this is a great conversation to have before dinner. Just put it out there.
How much, Heather? How much you going in for?
What is Jeffrey Bezos's net worth? Because I think it would take at least that plus some. I
really need a nice bigger truck to put my camper with. I would probably do it for 100,000.
Y'all bitches, I'm going in for 25K.
What?
I am.
What?
Yeah.
That seems so low. That seems
The
so low.
antibiotics will cost you 25K. You know how shitty our insurance is.
It's terrible, literally. I'm going in for 25K. I grew up hard. I grew up tough. 25K, that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
now, let me say that $25,000 will be spent by my 2 daughters in 6 minutes.
Without leaving their chair.
Now, I'm not going to get that. I don't want you Venmoing it to me. I don't want you writing me a check for it. I'm going to need the cash money. I'm going to need cash money. This is not going to be tax money. But 100,000, I'd do it.
It needs to be marker checked by a banker before you go down there. I don't even want to go in there to use them. I do everything I can not to have to use them at events. Like, if I'm supposed to work an 8-hour event, I'm not going to the bathroom for 8 hours. It's not happening. So I just cannot fathom going in one at all.
Hey, Samantha's willing to go in with me. We'll split the money. Girl, if we can help each other down into that hole and back up out again, I'll split that 25K with you. That's money. Yo, that's money. That's real money. Like, where you been? The 25 grand is not real money.
It's not. I'm not saying it's not real money. I'm just saying it's not real enough. Right? I'm with Lamar. I need a lot more than Lamar needs.
I gotta have 100.
Some bald guy in a black suit to come and open up a briefcase.
Yeah.
Well, as I'm sitting here thinking about it, most of my porta-john contact comes at national and state parks, and I guess I just don't feel it's as gross as like the porta-johns at Lollapalooza. So I hear you, Heather.
Right.
Right. And plus, I could never get that imagery out of my head. Like, I'm gonna need therapy for at least a decade after.
Well, I'm closing my eyes when I go in. I'm closing my eyes, my mouth, and my nose.
Hey, I was in a porta-john at Warped Tour, so.
Oh God.
Now I'm going to need, if I have to go into the porta-john at Warped Tour, now I'm going to need Lamar kind of money to go into the porta-john at Warped Tour.
Hey, I actually was I went inside a porta-john at a Harley Davidson rally up in Cherokee, North Carolina.
That's bold.
Chamonix Willis is asking the real questions. How long do I have to stay in here? That's the real question.
That's a good question. That's a legit question.
You've got to go all the way down and reach your hand and fish around for the missing object, and then you can come back up.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
I can't listen. When I watch one of them TV shows where they reach under a rock to get a catfish, I can't do that. So I don't know about reaching to trying to find one.
We gotta stop. I'm starting to smell it. We've been talking about this.
I want to give y'all some perspective though. Lauren Radford says, I've worked in healthcare and childcare. I'd probably go in for a lot less than most people. So real.
Cheers.
Heather, you're talking about you train yourself for 8 hours and you don't go to the restroom. From the first grade until I graduated school, I never went to the bathroom at school.
Listen.
Okay, wait.
Never. Never.
Not even number one?
Nope. Never.
Say that again, because I need to.
First grade all the way through graduating high school, I did not go to the bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah. Because
Sir, how in the
here's
world?
the deal. Our bathrooms, we didn't have stalls. They just had a line of toilets in the floor.
Yep.
There's no privacy. There's no nothing.
Like a barracks.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's not happening to me. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. Now, when I got home at 3:00, I was looking to go to the bathroom. I mean, I was, but I didn't do it all day long. No.
Wow.
Nope.
Did you spend your entire childhood dehydrated?
Well,
It was hot where you went to school, son.
oh yeah, there was no air conditioning where I went to school. Okay, that's just the idea. I mean, I think prisons have more privacy than what schools used to have. They were just I don't know how the girls were, but
I've never seen what you're describing. Maybe that's a boys' bathroom
It
thing.
was a
Heather,
boys'
how about
bathroom.
you? Never seen that.
Yeah.
It depends on the school. I had one school where it was like Lamar's explaining, and then another one where there were stalls.
I guess they just assumed boys didn't need any privacy.
I don't know who they're thinking about. I'm not doing it.
Well,
I'm not doing it.
It's very true that children today are extremely well hydrated. Like kids today drink more water on an average day than some adults I know drink all week. But Lamar, to go from K to 12 without going to the bathroom at school even one time.
I mean, that was the last thing I did before I left the house, and the first thing I did when I got home.
Jenny Easterbrook lastly said this discussion is what is it? Scintillating tonight.
Yeah.
I think it's more like SENT.
You know, guys, I'm thinking this is a new weekly podcast.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The bathrooms we don't use.
Yeah.
You know how sometimes like somebody will tell you something and in the moment it just kind of blows by, but then it turns out that's the one thing that you remember about them for the rest of your life. Lamar, I think we just landed on yours.
Going to the bathroom's a private situation.
Nope, you're right. Yep.
That's why I have 2 bathrooms. My wife does not come in my bathroom. I do not go in her bathroom.
You know, I think maybe because we're girls, going to the bathroom is a group and social activity for us. So, and always like, I can't remember a time when I didn't follow like my mom in or my grandma or my little cousin follow me. And hell, Ada follows me into the bathroom now. Like, I can't even
I think
imagine.
it is different for girls. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
it must be.
Mark, can you imagine getting a bunch of guys together? Hey, let's all go to the bathroom.
yes.
Kick your ass.
I never once went. I mean, anytime I would like walk into the bathroom to wash my hands or something, there would be people using, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to see that. I don't want to make eye contact. I don't want to.
I don't think that's appropriate to not have any privacy. Just because you're children doesn't mean that it's a team sport. I don't like that. I think
time ago too. This is a long time ago, but no. Listen, when I go to the bathroom, I lock the door in my house. I lock the bathroom every time I go to the bathroom.
See, now you're making me understand something about my husband that never really made sense to me. So we share a bathroom. I mean, there are other bathrooms in the house, but like we share a bathroom. And if he comes in while I'm in there, I'll say, "Hey," and he'll be like, "You don't have to do anything. I'm leaving right now." And I'm like, I guess I'll stop beheading this stranger that wandered into our driveway. Like,
no. Oh no. I would never walk into the bathroom if my wife is. Now, if she's in there drying her hair or something, that's a whole nother different story. But as far as like using the facilities, no.
Same.
Yeah.
So my brother, oh my God, please let this not be the one time my brother signs into happy hour. My brother told me one time, he's like, I'm not going to name his name, his wife's name. I love her, but she wants to come and talk to me while I'm in the bathroom. Like she wants to sit on the edge of the tub and talk to me. I'm dying.
No,
Lamar? No.
Oh, no.
I-
Now, all of our friends make fun of us on that. They all make fun of us on that. And if we're out like by the bonfire, we're just sitting there talking, somebody always brings this up because I'm very uncomfortable with it. Then, but no, I locked Carla says, why do you lock the door? I'm not coming in. And I said, well, I know you're not because I got the door locked. I mean, I feel safer with the door locked. I like
Hey,
the
no
door
judgment.
locked.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
It would
That's
be
your
an
thing.
immediate breakup for me if I had a partner who would come into the bathroom and talk to me while I'm in there. Do not
No.
immediately done. It could be the love of my life, and I'd be immediately done. No.
If the house is on fire, I don't want you coming into the bathroom to tell me. I don't want it. No.
Okay, so here's my thing. You can come in while I'm in there. I mean, whatever. But I don't and I get made fun of. My husband makes fun of me for this. I don't discuss or describe like what is.
Yeah.
Like I don't come out of the bathroom and spike the ball in the end zone.
No.
Big brown happy dance.
No.
And he'll tease me about it, and I'll be like, "Excuse me, I'm a very dainty lady." I just don't talk about it.
Yes. That's I'm we never discuss that. We never discuss that.
Nope.
Oh my God, I love Stacy Barth so much. I love you, Stacy. She says, "I wouldn't go until my husband left the house for the first year of marriage." Stacy, I just want to love you and hug you. I love you. Thank you for that honesty. That was very real. I get it.
Thank you.
Look at Lamar. Thank you. I was the same way, Stacy.
Listen. As far as I am concerned, I don't think my wife actually goes to the bathroom. So
You don't need to know about it.
Don't need to know.
I don't need to know about it.
I don't need to know.
So I will tell you that I heard a lot of stories about what happens when you're in labor and you give birth. And I was very, very uptight about that. I was very concerned about that. And so when my doctor came to me, my doctor that delivered both my girls, she just retired. My doctor that has been my doctor for my whole adult life, when she came to me and she took my hand in hers and she squeezed it and she said, "Sweetie, we're going to have to do a C-section." There was a part in me that was like, "Oh, thank God." I'll dodge that.
Yeah.
Right? Because I know it's a part of it and everything, but yeah, I'm with you, Lamar. That can be a little.
Jackie Lore, she's already run up the line there. She gave me some disturbing news. She said that 75% of listeners listen to Bob and Sheri while they're in the bathroom, which means I'm in there with them. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to know about it.
Don't tell us.
Don't want to know about it.
Do not tell
None
us.
of our business. That is
Okay,
none of our business.
I need you guys to think about what Cecilia Buttershaw's life is like. Celia Buttershaw. She says, "I work in a prison and I had to learn men's bathroom habits the hard way."
Thank you for your service. Thank
Really?
you for your service.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Add that to the
Teresa
list.
Richards says she don't want to talk to you while she's in the shower, but when she's using the potty, come on in. Whoa. No, Teresa, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Not doing that.
Can I just say, we work very, very, very hard at keeping all politics, all divisive subject matter, all bad news, all negativity off the show. We're committed to that. And that's why you're getting this kind of family-friendly programming right now.
Pamela said, "Gosh, where's Bob and his TMI bell?"
Bob just ran himself over in his own driveway.
Yeah. This would be tough. Listen. This is for me. A good, solid marriage of love and commitment is completely void of any bodily functions. We're not even. Okay,
you don't need to.
Lamar,
You
you know
don't need
what
to.
I think? Tell me what y'all think about this. I think that no matter how long you're together and how tight you are, I mean, my God, I'm 24/7 with this man. There still should be some mystery.
yes, that is exactly right.
Yeah, like there are certain things. If I'm doing a face mask and look like a demon zombie,
Nope.
I'd rather just do that and have him only see the after effects, right? Like you want to have some mystery.
Yeah, I think there's a list of things that are when you're in a relationship that are just none of their business and none of my business, right? It's like your
Yes.
bathroom habits, what you're doing in the shower for 45 minutes, like that's none of my business.
Nope.
What you do in the car for that 5 minutes before you walk in the house, that's none of my business.
Yeah.
I think we get confused sometimes about like when we're in a relationship that this person is suddenly accountable to us for every waking minute, and they're not, and we're not, and we shouldn't be, because if there isn't any mystery, if you're not allowed to do your own weird quirky things in your own weird quirky way, that
I'd like to respond. I'd like to respond to Lisa Harnish Mayhew, who wanted to know where the happy hour has gone to. I actually sold it to Metamucil. And this is what we call an in content.
this is an integration.
This is an integration. This is a product integration. So at the end, there'll be a coupon code, bobandsheri.com/
But you know,
I'll let you guys fill in the blank.
so this extends to grooming too, right? Like how many women, like it doesn't matter if your dude sees you putting on mascara or whatever, but don't you like, isn't there some stuff that you just rather not perform for an audience?
I would imagine. I don't. She's putting on makeup. I'm somewhere else.
Lamar's internet might have cut out. Give it a second. He'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, like, and I don't like. I admire women who have like light up makeup mirrors and skincare regimens. Like, I wash my face in the shower, and if I'm gonna wear makeup, I put it on like in the kitchen or at my desk or wherever I happen to be. Right? It's not like I have to have. Oh, I'm in my boudoir having my beauty time. But I really, in the past, like if he stood over me and he goes, "Why are you doing that?" Well, I don't really need to explain a smoky eye to you. You're never going to need that knowledge. Like,
No.
go away, go fix something. Go
One of my biggest pet peeves is when I'm drawing my eyeliner. If like somebody's, just staring at me, I can't stand it. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Oh, look. Celia says, ain't no one watching me put on my Spanx or take them off. That is not like for an audience. There's nothing like boom,
Nope.
chicka, wow about that. Like, go away.
Yeah.
Go feed the cat. I'll let you know when I'm ready.
Nothing more embarrassing than the way I have to put on jeans sometimes. So I don't want anyone watching that.
Again, that's part of the mystery that I think you should have. Like, Tony, what is something that you have kept for all these years, kind of like a little mystery from Donna?
There's not much. There's not much.
Not in 30-something years, no.
But you're right. Yeah, I mean, but there's still some times where she does her thing and I do my thing, and there's some privacy, and sometimes it's around the bathroom, sometimes it's not. Sometimes she's scrapbooking in one room and I'm doing trains in another room, because you need a little bit of you need a little bit of something for yourself, and not in a selfish way, but just something that you do, and it's me time, so to speak. Yeah.
How about you, Lamar?
We completely, like I say, we don't. There's no bathroom situation, none of that. We usually watch TV and stuff together. I do some stuff outside. She does some stuff inside. You're talking about the makeup thing. I'll flip this just a little bit. Carla does all her makeup, but on the weekend, sometime if we're going nowhere, she'll be like, and I encourage her, look, if you're not going anywhere, and you can go for 2 days, like if we're camping or something, and you don't have to put that on for 2 days, I know it's got to feel better. I mean, and that doesn't, she's okay because I'm okay with it. And she's okay with it.
So I have obsession might be a strong word, but maybe not. I'm really all about my teeth. I wore braces as an adult.
Yeah.
Tony will tell you for a couple of years, metal braces.
Yes.
With an appliance in the roof of my mouth. I mean, because I never had any dental care as a child. So when I finally got old enough to have a job and pay for it myself, that was the first thing I did. I wear retainers top and bottom every night of my life when I go to bed. I have never skipped a night wearing my retainers. I have a basket in my bathroom of every possible kind of dental floss, cocoa floss, Oral-B floss, minty floss, cinnamon floss, ribbon floss, wax floss, floss picks, floss brushes. I have a water pick flossing toothbrush. That is not a team sport, and that is not something that I'm going to be participating in. Get the hell out of this bathroom. Mama's taking care of her choppers.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, that is good. That is good.
Yep.
And that's just because as a kid, like I lived with chronic toothaches and all sorts of pain. When I finally got these bitches right, I'm going to be taking care of them the way you take care of like your collector car and get out of here.
Yeah.
I have to say, Lamar, that is my one bathroom thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to shout out John Callahan, his comment. Let me see if I can find him because it was so nice. And I want to say thank you. Yes, John Callahan is downloading this week's podcast as he hops on a flight across country because he finds it calming to listen to us when he flies.
That's
Thank
cool.
you, John. That's super cool.
That is cool.
Becky Roberts talked about for 3 months she had a colostomy bag and all the privacy went out the window, whatever. We've had this discussion. My wife and I had it one day. One of us is going to be in some sort of shape. I mean, we are going to be in some sort of shape. And so once it gets to that, then that's no problem. But until it gets to that, there's no point. There's no point. So,
well, yeah, I mean, I totally understand that, Lamar. Like the day may come
yes.
when Carla has to powder your bottom and slide you into your nighttime pants. That day may come. That day isn't today.
It doesn't have to be today.
And we don't need to practice for it. Okay, I don't need to practice. Okay, I mean, this is not like a fire drill. Okay, this is not like a fire drill. No. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
She's raised children. She knows how to slide a bottom into a diaper. She doesn't need to work on you now.
That's exactly right. Oh my God.
When she broke her ankle a couple of years ago, she there for a few days. I mean, she couldn't get into we had to put a chair inside the shower and we had to do all this stuff. And I had to get her in, I had to get her out, and I had to, do all of that. And I'd have to help her, to sit down on the toilet and to get up off the toilet. But in between, I'm not there. I am not there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, call me.
But,
call me.
So, I mean, there's going to come a time, and I understand that, but I'm not rushing that. There's no point in that.
I think, I just was raised to be very private about that stuff.
Yes.
So, my mom, back in the spring, we thought she was going to have a hip replacement. And I was like, well, I'm just going to pack up my gear and I'm going to come and stay with you and I'll work from your house. It was going to be, y'all, she lives in mountain time. I was going to have to get up at 3:00 in the morning, but I was going to do it because that's the only mother I'm ever going to have. And I was not going to leave her unattended. My mother is so private about that stuff that she willed her hip to heal with the power of her mind so that I wouldn't have to give her sponge baths. So I completely get it. And yeah, Lamar, somebody just said, Sue just said, who was it? Oh, Jim, Lamar pouring another. Yes, this is a stressful conversation, brother. Sorry, we're driving the man to drink.
Yeah.
There
is a word called bathroom humor, but there's nothing humorous about the bathroom.
No.
I've never found that. Yeah, I've never found that.
Nope.
Hey, Heather, you want to give away some stuff?
What do we have?
I have a few of these left. This is the happy hour cups. Want to do those, or you want to do Christmas ornaments? Do those.
We can do all of it. I'll give away whatever you give me to give away.
All right. I have. There's only 6 of these happy hour guys left. So
those are awesome cups.
Let's pick 6. Let's pick 6 people. Cup. So they've got a plastic. They're sippy cups for adults, right?
Yeah,
so you
those
can put
are
your
awesome.
Josh.
I'd be drinking out of mine tonight, but I drank out of it last night and it's in the sink. Yeah, I love that. That's a really good product.
That's a great cup.
Yeah. So we'll do 6 of those.
Every comment counts as an entry.
Every comment counts as an entry, and while we're on the subject, we're doing a bundle thing for the holidays. So if you haven't bought Cooking with Cats, we're doing all 3. So you get Cooking with Cats and the Book of Bob and the coloring book.
Ouch! I just hit
a
myself
book bundle.
in the head.
It's a book bundle, and you save money on it. So the Book of Bob, small but powerful. The Book of Bob.
And large print where you can read it.
Yeah, large print. And these great pictures. We got great pictures of Bob. Look at this. This is
Sheri,
one of my favorite Bob pictures right there.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. In case you're wondering, the Book of Bob, the next volume, it's well underway. People, well underway. April 1st, 2022. Why do you listen to me? I don't even listen to me. It's real. Like, people think I make this up. No, this is real. Okay. July 29th, 2022. Bob said, quote, "Listen, woman, I got passion coming out my asshole." Here's one that's a little more recently. On August 1st, 2023, Bob said, quote, "Listen, I do not want my body to end up on a UPS truck."
Well, I'm ready. I'm ready, Sheri. Send them over. We'll do the Book of Bob Volume 2, and then we'll bundle that.
So y'all, no, seriously, like, I dropped the corner of Cooking with Cats on my head, and there's a lump on my head now. Like, I have an actual knot on my head. Folks, that's how good that book is. It's hard enough to give you a traumatic head injury. That's a cookbook, okay? Oh my God, it hurts like a mofo. So let me tell you, everybody, real quick, like, tomorrow on the regular show, I'm super excited because Lamar, in his People's Movie Critic role, is reviewing the Beckham documentary on Netflix.
Yes. Everything and more than what you wanted to know about soccer and David Beckham. Mostly David Beckham, because nobody wants to know about soccer.
No.
And I started last week. Lamar reviewed Get Gotti on Netflix. I started watching that last night because, Bob and I are big gangster mafia aficionados. So we're like, we think we know everything. But in the first, I was really blown away by the first episode. I was waiting for your review. I watched the first Beckham. I was waiting for your review to finish it. Yeah. So I'm super psyched.
It's really good. It's the Beckham. I was really shocked because you don't have to care. See, at first I passed over it because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's got to have something to do with soccer. So I'm thinking the documentary would last way too long and it would just nothing. But it was great. Every bit of it was great. And he's a fascinating story. Really is.
You know what, Lamar, like, soccer, when I was in like 10th grade, soccer was just starting to catch fire. But, like, we didn't play soccer when we were little, so we don't know the rules. Right. We don't understand the game.
I don't know what's happening.
Because everyone I know is like, World Cup. I'm getting up at 2 a.m. to watch the World Cup. And I'm like, man, I'm not sure I'd get up at 2 a.m. to watch the Martians land.
The clock goes up. They count up. They don't count down.
And when the game's over, they come out and they add minutes to the game. I'm like, what the hell? I thought it was over. The only thing more confusing than soccer is hockey. I don't, because
I love hockey. I grew up in New York. Islanders, hockey.
But when they say he's icing it and they did something about a blue line, I mean, I don't know.
Hockey, I get.
I think if we took you to a hockey game, we took you to an NHL game, you would love it.
Oh no, I love the action and the way that those guys can be on those skates is
Absolutely, it's absolutely great.
Yeah,
it's great.
amazing.
It's a great sport, but I get it. You have to learn the rules, and
I got to figure if you're playing soccer, your heart must. I mean, the shape you must be in because you're never not running. They're running the whole time unless you're faking an accident. You may be faking a penalty or something, but other than that, you're running.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
Absolutely.
It's crazy.
Oh, hold up. Hey, you. Heather. Yeah, hold her up. Hey, Harb.
She's very grouchy when I hold her that high. She was desperately trying to unplug happy hour because it was wet food time.
Can I tell you something that I've just been thinking about nonstop for 3 days? So a psychologist that I follow on Twitter, which I'm sorry, X, whatever, had posted a bunch of tweets about the relationship between human and animals and human. And they have data now that shows that your cat loves you the way a human child loves its parent. Like your cat bonds to you that way. And that I mean, my cats are that way. They're so like clingy and they're such mama's boys. And I just love that. I love the idea that our animals love us, the way we love them. Yeah. And then I think about people that are mean to animals and I just want to punch their whole faces. And then I start getting kind of crazy and, look at the time. So join us tomorrow on the regular show.
Yes.
When we will be bringing you the People's Movie Critics review of Beckham. Let me tell you what else we have. I wrote it down because otherwise I'd forget and get confused. Tomorrow's episode of Talking Lamar is about movie props and the outrageous price that some collectors will pay.
How much would you pay for Darth Vader's mask? Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
There's a reason you don't have one. Okay. There's a reason.
And tomorrow's True Weird Stuff is a ghost story. Ooh. It's a true ghost story. Yeah. And the only question is, which one was the ghost? And that's all I'm going to say. A true ghost story. Documented in tomorrow's episode of True Weird Stuff. So, y'all, thank you for coming and hanging out with us tonight. And I'm glad we've all got our price for going into a Porta-John. And that's a good thing to know about each other.
Yep.
Y'all have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow on the regular show. We love you.
Thank you for joining us. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.